Way back, way back. Welcome back, welcome back. Today my head the boss, my head the boss. My head the boss today, man. So many questions, so many questions. More I think I'm easy now. Kilo chele. More I think I'm easy. So many questions. Throw your question in, okay?
I've been always in my bag. Only motivation, more stack 100 racks. Ever since a young boy, I always run the trap. Ain't nothing new to me, I done do no cash. You get it? Hey, you don't wanna see me yet. When I go crazy, I pull up with an automatic. 16 shots aiming on a hitter's back. And if he snitch like 6'9", we'll get him whacked. Period. Dumb hoes write captions like Wikipedia. Way that I be stunning, they gon' think that I'm an idiot. Till I took the vision and put it up in the media. Rack stacked in my pocket like a encyclopedia. Mine like black, he got a tracks you ain't had before. And I got sage, he got a smoke you've been asking for. Ain't nobody sign me, independent we come in. All this game to the back, so you can never box me. Been grinding for the back. Young blood, I got the city in my back. I be always in my back. Been down bad and I ain't never going back. Been grinding for the back. Young blood, I got the city in my back. Now I'm a
Oh, these are my Moscow artists. These are my family here. Go and check out these guys. Jibola and Teddy Boy. Black Boy Teddy. Big shout out to you guys. We have so many talent here. These are brothers from South Africa, from Tanzania. We are a black community here. We are doing great, okay? So guys, please, if you want to call in to chip in something, or if you have any question for our president, for our Nigeria president community here, if you have any question for him, call in now. Before I bring him in, I would like to take 1 or 2 calls. Sir, please just give me some few minutes. I'm bringing you back, okay? If you have any question you want to call in, send me a request now to contribute before I bring him in, okay? He's still here to answer many questions, okay? If you want to contribute now, if you have any question, if you have anything you want to contribute, if you have any question you want to call in to chip in, call in now. I have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do that. If you want to contribute, quickly, send me a request now. I will bring you in. Hey. Okay, let me play Kokolo for you guys. So if you have any question, just a money question show with Don Zubby. I really appreciate everyone, okay? And we are getting there. We are making progress, okay? So if you have any question, anything you want to contribute, you want to call in, send me a request now. 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'm bringing our able president back. Get them sugar. Woo! Coco love. Yeah. Hey. Anytime he's walking, we are walking, my brother. Hey, baby, oh yo, tell me what you want from me. I'm calling one of our sisters. Okay, none of you want to face this live video today. Everyone is scared. Who will come here and speak now our mind? Who will come here and speak our mind? Because I don't know. So many of you are there commenting. Okay. Okay, let me bring him back. Let me no time. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Go ahead, sir. Please, welcome back, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, sir. Please introduce yourself one more time, sir, in case of people who just join us.
Okay, my names are Chukwujekwu Ejike Festus, the current President General of Nigerian Community, Russia.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Calling from Moscow.
Calling from Moscow. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Let's go to another question, sir.
You're welcome.
Sir, the Nigerian president of Nigeria visited Russia in October last year. Did you achieve anything with his visit? With that visit, did you achieve anything with that visit?
Yes, of course. We achieved. Number one, we have the privilege to meet with him as the president. We meet with him as the president under the umbrella of community.
Okay.
So now in that meeting, we are privileged, to present if the needs here, and because we have a lot of needs, or because of the time conditions, instead of us to lose everything, we present what we need, which three things that I presented. This our BVM issue,
okay,
and the national passport,
okay,
and the national ID card, international passport and national ID card. The 10 years national ID, we requested that they should come and they establish also commission the machine too, just as they do the former. Okay. Let it be here permanently. So we requested it, of which the head of the diaspora commission, they promised they will work on it. Another thing also we presented that we need, that there are, not that the embassy or the ambassadors here, not that they are doing bad or whatsoever, but we need at least a diplomat or an ambassador or a diplomat who have finished either in Russia or in the former Soviet Union, who understand the system, to send to Russia, at least to serve in embassy. If they will do it, at least one or two, it will help to strengthen most of the things, because they have better knowledge of the system than the person who study maybe in the Europe or in America. So also we requested it. They said they will look into it. They will look into it. But another thing, based on this issue, I requested it already before, during the time of in the first tenure of the president, in the 2000 and when I come in my first tenure, I make that request before the election, before the 2015 election.
Okay.
During the time of Jonathan, yeah, I make that request. I call direct to the ministry after the commissions of the
Good Lord Jonathan.
Yeah, after the commission of the passport machine here, which we achieved, then I make that request, because what we go through and the enemies that were created through this process, we see there is a need to bring in a diplomat who have the more and better knowledge of this society. It will help to strengthen issues, because I have this information from other, and the best knowledge I have too, based on the other former diplomats and the current one in African embassies here in Russia, how they are doing marvelously well, just because somebody who knows about the system is there in their midst, try to guide them. But in Nigeria, we have many of them who are working, but they are local staffs. They are local staff. That's why when you go to embassy, see them, is their faces people see always. But they are not diplomats, they are local staffs. And this local staff, that is why most of the times Nigerians find it difficult to do things with them, because they will be putting pressure on them. They will also be careful. They don't want to lose their job, because you can't give them another job. So they are students, some of them they are PhD students, some of them they are master students, but they find that job they need to prevent. So when Nigerians who are having some issue or problem, putting pressure on them to do what they want, they're also very careful to carry in the problem the way they were putting that pressure to go and meet their master or their boss. They may lose the job. So we need a diplomat. But if you can't just send diplomat out, you can send the local staff out in one day and show them. But a diplomat is a process. You can't, because it will be from Nigeria, determination of their assignment or their appointment. So that's why we need them. I presented it that day on in the meeting we had with the president too. I presented it that if they will do it for us, Nigeria have not for many years now. Many African countries, I have the privilege to serve the Association of African Students, both the education and the social welfare. I serve different capacities and they serve as the president. So I work with the ambassadors very close, and most of them finish here. So those who finish here, there is the relationship is more, you know, they will have better relationship than those who have not even had the knowledge of Russia. Understand that? So it's very important too. That's why most of the times when people complain, oh, it's considered something that we need to look into. So that is it, my brother. That is the major three things that I presented in that press, and which they promised they will look into it. And also we did not just relax, we are pursuing it too. That's why I told you that we almost achieved the BVM too. Because after that meeting, I follow it up again. That's why I could be able to reach the CEO of that, the person in charge of that. I got him and he gave me the whole information. So of which we have come to agreement that they will come. They are ready to come. But a place where they will say, because we want them to be here permanently. There are many Nigerian students, they can't just go to Nigeria and do it. They don't have access. They are not flexible like others. There are few flexible Nigerians who can travel. I can travel to Nigeria, travel to Europe. But there are many Nigerians who cannot. But they have money to do it. So we must also fight and they want to create avenue for them to have it too. So that's why we need them to be permanent here. Not something that you must go to Nigeria and do. No. They need to be here, just like a passport machine too.
Okay,
so
sir.
That all Nigerians will have access. That is it.
Okay, sir. Someone said that what's the difference between students and businessmen becoming Nigeria community presidents?
You know, based on this question, some people call me that one of the candidates who are aspiring to go for the president made some statement. Said, President, why did this went and made such statement? And they also, these are people that are condemning the youth and they want the student also to come and vote for them. He said, what is that? He was trying to say, why did he say that president is a student? I said, when I look into the video, first of all, I even saw, I said that, I told the person, I said, look at the video very well. I focus on the statement and the word, or maybe is it a mistake of maybe the grammatical expression or whatsoever. I said, he said former president is a student, former president. So it's not, I'm a current president. So he said former. So you need to know who is former. Maybe there is a former president. So also maybe I said, who are the students? You have to know who is the student. There are many diplomats who came here. I even helped them even to enroll in masters. Not even Nigeria, but other African countries. They are diplomats. It's not even sometimes because it's something that is a confidential, it's a confidential something anyway. Don't need to, something we need to open up. But these are diplomats. You see, we have talking about embassy and diploma, but they are student masters too. There are many. There is one of the students, also a PhD student. They teach most of them in English programs in the masters. Understand? So when person says student, I don't know what are the level of students they are talking about. Is it a student their category? I don't know, because you can be graduated maybe as an engineer working, and also you can go and work in any other place, organization or company, and you decide to go back to school and upgrade yourself. So education is something that is endless if you want, so far as you are living. So when they say student, you need to understand what is it talking about with student and the president who are there. Is it to discourage them or, you know, to diminish their value or whatsoever? But I follow the statement. I look at it as a intelligent person and intellectual. So I see that, no, I said, he said, number one, former president. And the number two, he said, so he said, the student, oh, are you a student? So students have light to go for any post if you have the capacity. They have the right to go for any post if you have the capacity. So there is no limitation in Nigeria, because so far as you meet up the constitution. A student can be, you can be a master student and be 30 years, maybe, because depend on the time you started. So it doesn't mean. When I come into the first tenure, I wasn't a student. I was a student in the 300 level. I took over the leadership. So many people thought I would fail, but they saw the tremendous result. And then I finished as a student. Now I'm a lecturer. I'm assistant lecturer.
Someone said the question is about you. Someone say, Agumba said the question is about you.
Okay. Which question? Is it the
The student,
about which
the
question?
student part. Are you? He said,
And what is
are you a businessman or a student?
I am a coach. I am an instructor. I am a businessman. I am a lecturer, and I am a PhD researcher.
Okay. So someone also said that, did you get paid? Say, we need to know. Did you also get paid? Did you get paid? Who paid you?
Paid in the leadership or what?
Yeah, in your position as a president of Nigeria community. Is it? Did you get paid?
I said it already. I said it before. I said Nigeria community is a volunteer organization. It's just a volunteer organization. You don't need to look for any money or payment. We don't pay anybody. They don't pay any officer. Any officer that serve here is volunteer.
Whoa.
Anybody you see serving under the Nigeria community, they don't pay damn to anybody. All the people you see they are serving with their money, their time, their energy. So that's why most of the times when they complain, they don't even know most things about Nigerian community. And because of the people who want to come and they do emotional or political statement, they can say many things just in case of politics. But when they come into it, they will realize there is a work there. And when you see they are spending your resources, some of them pull away. In our first tenure, some pull away where they can see that, nothing, and there are a lot of pressure. People are criticizing what you are doing. They say, sir, please, I can't continue. I'm losing my work. They go back to their work. You can't stop them. It's a volunteer. You can resign. So, but few among us who endure to the end. That's why they need also to appreciate the effort of these people. They are keep organizing them, doing everything. Nothing. Nobody pays you. Nobody. They don't pay.
Sir, how did you run your office without no paid? How did you run your office? Do you use your personal money to run the office?
Exactly. That's why I said some group of Nigerians who met me after my first tenure, they thought that maybe there is a money coming into the community and we are using it, we are squandering it. Then after I explained to them how we run the office, number one, I said, all these things you are seeing is just my influence in Russia and the grace of God and the teamwork. Number one, influence of the leader, grace of God and the teamwork. We see all these things because they can't believe it. Just like maybe some other sub-organization, Ohanese or Igbo community, they are look for a hall, maybe for a party, and they pay like 100,000. Nigeria community get a hall bigger than that. And how do they pay and how do they organize all this? But we got it free. I got it free. You just need the paperwork. You just sign, you write. They approve it. But if you can't write, you go and discuss with them. But most of them, I start in time, I plan. Every year I make my plan, and they have already made arrangement on it. So it makes things easy for me. So most of the times, people thought that that's how we make money. No, we don't. There is no payment. There is no special way we make money. It's an NGO. It's a non-commercial, non-political organization, non-governmental. It's an NGO, welfare organization, Nigerian community.
Okay, sir. Do you think Nigerians in Russia are happy with your team? Your turn.
I said that you can please everyone. For me to say all Nigerians, I think many Nigerians, they are happy. But you can't say, even as you're talking now, if you look at the people who are here, maybe they are less than 100. They can call, they can light. Maybe they come for this purpose. Maybe some people just come for this purpose to raise a critical question or whatsoever. It's normal, but it doesn't mean that they are representing other Nigerians. But the other Nigerians who always recognize what they are doing, but they couldn't be able to leash or take part in this live program because they are busy with the work or school or whatsoever. So few people who are here or those who are commenting or say you are the best or the worst, it doesn't mean that that's who you are. But you cannot tell a blind and a deaf man, who is walking on the street, that the lane is falling or is pouring heavily. If he did not see it, if he did not hear it, his body will tell him. So I think the Nigerians who have been following Nigerian community and the activities of Nigerian community from the past and now, they will realize that these people have added something to the community. And they also, I'm expecting the next upcoming leadership or the upcoming leadership also to act from it. Not necessarily you must accomplish what you plan, but let it be a continuity. Let it be a process, because that is how the community grows. But the problem is that somebody may come and dismantle the former and they try to build that. You can never grow with it, because you may not even finish. Another person come again and dismantle and start again. But let's give it a value. How are we going to set this platform to bring all Nigerians together? How are they going to make it a home? It's a process, not a war. You can't achieve it once. When I came in, I remember when we started the sports program. The first time I approached the people, and I went to some group of Nigerians somewhere in Vikino. They don't want to listen. That Nigerian community, they were angry. But when they realized that, oh, this is a new president, and some few people among them talking, now gather them and talk to them. We book another day. The next day I came in, everybody cooperated. And before you know it, they even organized the program. And since then, we have been doing great. In fact, even from there, we picked some people that in the second tenure, they joined the leadership. You see, number one is that somebody may see your weakness and emotionally maybe attack you wrongly, or approach you, or maybe negatively criticize you or whatsoever. But don't be offended. Don't be offended. It's normal. You are a leader. You are a leader. You are leading people. Don't expect them to see you as a perfect. Don't expect to see you as a good man. No. Some will call you a thief. Some even you are trying to help some people to balance. They will even say many things. You must understand you will never give up. Continue encouraging. Continue informing them. Continue explaining to them for them to until they understand. Some people understand it once. Some people may not understand it twice. You see. So when I come in, I see some Nigeria even talking about the school and the education and many things. It's part of our program the first time. I saw the problem. I saw it because immediately I came into the leadership, the first complaint that come to me is our brothers who pay a lent for some people and they could not be able to pay him back. And they bring the complaint. He said he did it just because of his baby, his wife, because their baby, they don't want them to be thrown with the baby outside. He paid, but they couldn't pay him back. And another complaint come again, and they connected with the baby again. I called and said, let us see how you can prevent this, because it's a problem. It's rising now. I see it, your lady. I see it since 2005. It's rising. These kids, if you don't do it now, when they are small, 2 years, 3 years, when they grow 7, 8 years, 9 years, you can't control them anymore. They have know how to maybe even to see their parents smoke, drink, dance, and do all those things. If the parents make the mistake, we will not allow the kids. Before the Russian government will start picking them up and put them in the rehabilitation district and claiming them, we will start fighting to bring them out. Let's help these people. How are you going to do it? There are many good Nigerians who can also organize a home. We can do it within ourselves. Maybe get a flat. And some more people suggest, let's go to the embassy, of which we went to the embassy then. The embassy asked us, get the community register. This is the first tenor. Get the commission. That's what pushes us to fight for the legislation. So that when you are presenting your case to the government, this is who you are. You see, you must start. You cannot just solve the problem immediately. There is a root. You must get to the root. So many people who just get, there are a lot of Nigerians who have a room, who have a flat. They're gathering maybe through church, through missionary. There are a lot of them. They are doing, and they're collecting money. The mother will drop the babies. But that's not what we need. Without what we need. Indian school started like that. But it takes time. It's a process. If you look at the diploma to solve it, no, because the government paid them, take care of their kids, so they enroll them. You can't even expect them to bring their kids when you started until you start making results. But we focus on our people, our people here. Nigeria started to engage the other countries like French people, Portugal, Portuguese Africans. We engage them. We must solve it. We must find a solution. So he's burning in me. He's burning in me. So I saw it as a problem. And this problem is growing. Because these kids now, they are growing. They will not even know, they speak bad Russians. They will not even know good Russian because they didn't go to school. They learn the Russian in the street. And even the English, they can't even speak it well. Now, They are growing, they are enjoying the street life in the society. They think of how to money. They can't, only money is the best. Once you give them money, you are the best. So they grow with this mentality. It's a problem. And when time comes, the mother will be weak. Maybe have gone home or sickness or what. So I pray it will not happen. And the people who are suggesting to assist now, they don't expect them that they will keep doing it. Time is coming. They will have their children, they will be married, and they will not continue doing what they are doing now. And you will face your problem if you don't organize yourself. So it's very important. It's we that we come together and do it. But can we do it? Yes, we can do it. But we have to start. Now, how are we going to start? You can tell a Nigerian man or African man or an Igbo man that, oh, I have an idea. Let's make a school. Let's open. I have a flat. It's easy to say it. But when you come to the diplomat or an ambassador or Russian authority, one thing they will tell you, you present your organization, present your plan. They said, please, can you state this thing you said? Can you state it in the paper and bring it for us? Let's look into it. And when they go back, they disappear. They disappear. That's the problem of our black people. Our people, they disappear. They don't like all this paperwork. And that's why they are easily fall into all this problem, because one person who have the courage to go and do those things, he will be controlled. But other people don't want to take responsibility. So it's a problem. So that's why we need also to inform them that this thing is very important. But now, anybody who also projecting or propagating for this, can he make a plan and arrange? This is how it will work. Let it be like embassy go through it, they did not respond, or Russian authority go through it, they did not respond, or the stakeholders, or we, that were leaders, we go through it, we did not respond or come out with a result. But bring how it works. But everybody wants it individual. They don't want it as a teamwork. That's the way the problem is. And these kids, they are growing. There are many. I hear somebody told, he said, this is your second baby. And I hear somebody say, you don't have paper and you are born in baby. It's a challenge. It's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. Not that we cannot help them. We can help them. Doesn't mean that I am organized, maybe try to lead Nigerians or have something doing. It doesn't mean that everybody will be like you. But you can help some. But are they willing? Are they teachable? Number one, you must realize that you have a problem. You have a challenge. Number one, that you realize that you need a help. But when you don't need a problem, somebody who have a document problem, you may try to let him know that this problem, you need to work on it. But the person is looking and say, oh, I need maybe some money to take care of my present problem issue. Everybody needs money. But all those is very important. You need to put into consideration. That is it. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Sir, please, before we go into another question, I would like to show you this movie. This is the first ever movie shot in Russia, Moscow. So I would like you to comment on this movie. What encouragement
is it a scapegoat? A scapegoat? Hello?
What encouragement do you have for this movie, sir? This is the first ever
is
movie
it
in Moscow. Is
it a scapegoat, right?
Yeah, the scapegoat, yes. Okay, you know about it already.
They have already shown it to me, the clip. I have seen the short clip. I have seen it. It's a great move. It's a great move. And I know that you are also part of it. The guy, Gabriel, I think, or so, Gabi. Yeah, he consulted me, he showed me. And I gave him some advice. Yeah, I give him a lot of advice. I told him, first of all, what you have done, no Africa have done it. Africa have art film. They have taken part in different films organized by Russians many years ago. And some people are into it now. Sellies, films, many years ago. But for you to be a producer or arrange and light and the producer and the art and fully made up of Africa, I think you people have break record. I don't think somebody have done. Now, what you need that you need to engage. Don't ignore both sides. You need the young Africans, the average ones, and the stakeholders. Because if you engage the stakeholder, there are some businessmen who can come into as a businessman and say, okay, I will pay into this for production, but this is what go to me. Are you agree? You engage them. You engage the embassy. Don't listen to what people said, or maybe your friends, they said, oh, I don't like to go there. You need them, my brother, because I have heard many too, even when I came to the leadership. I hear many things, but listen more and act wisely. Listen more. You can listen to many people, but act wisely. So this movie, I think it will go many places. It's a great move for African youth. It's a great move. And I told him, I said, okay, I will do my best to see how also I can use my influence also to promote what you people are doing. But I will encourage you, please, don't ignore the both sides. Don't say because you are with the student and youth that the elite or the stakeholder or the diplomats, they are not cooperating. It depends on their approach. It depends on their approach. There are many Nigerians who have programs and they are learning how to go with it and get support from people. Not necessarily I will be there. As a leader, don't expect me to always throw in money to you, but I have influence. I can give you an advice. I can call somebody on my behalf. He say, okay, because you are the one that called, let me see what I can do. That is what all about leader. It's not about me spending money. You call me, I spend like, no, I'm not such a leader. And that's why I say I'm a coach, I'm an instructor, I'm a governor, I'm a lecturer, and I'm a researcher. So I have passion for Africa.
How can we get help from you now? Because we need a sponsor. We need some people that can sponsor this movie, that can make this movie to become a great movie so that people can know about African here in Russia. So in which area are you going to sponsor this movie or support this movie?
I have said it. I have said it before. I told the earlier guy that introduced this video, this clip to me. I said I will use my influence to introduce to some diplomats and also some Nigeria. Let them know what you people are doing. So even the launching they say they are going to have, that launching is really it's occupied day for me. It's a busy day because even the next day we are having our Congress and the national general election. So it's a busy day for me. I have a lot to do. But just because this thing is our thing, I will come. Even if I squeeze 30 minutes or 20 minutes to be there, I will be there.
Okay.
And I will see what we can do. And it did not only end me being there, but I will still what I can do on my own little capacity to assist and also promote what you people are doing, including you, even your program, because you are doing a great job.
Okay, sir.
Such a talent, we don't need to ignore them. Such a talent, you need to encourage.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your comment on this movie. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And in case if you have not bought your ticket, please, the ticket is selling now. And so many people are buying their table. In case if you have never buy your table now. Table will stop selling tables soon. So many people are supporting us, okay? Please, if you have never supported us, please support us. 24 July. Next, it's not up to 7 days anymore now. 24 July is the date. The venue is what do they call I don't forget so many things on my
Hotel
head.
Hotel Don't Tolis.
Thank you for reminding me, sir. And we start by 5, okay? We start by 5, okay? So we are doing this program by 5 so that we all can see ourselves. We are having red carpet. We are having so many programs that day. We are having some performance, but it's not what we expect. We are having some comedy night that day. So, okay, so please, we urge everyone that is in Moscow here, Russia, to support us. Come to the venue, support us, buy your table, buy your ticket. Watch this movie. Put your contribution, okay? Please, my hair full now, forgive me. So, sir, let's go to why we are here, sir. The next question I have for you, sir. Do you think since you say you do not get paid in your seat, in your position as a president Nigeria community, so and you have explained some of things how you run it, you say you run it from your individual money. So sir, I now ask you, is there any way Nigeria government is giving you money? Is there any way Nigeria government is giving you money to use to run your office?
No, never.
No, never. Hope you guys
never.
had this
even
stand and clear.
No, never. Even the officially, even embassy have never officially as an embassy to give money to Nigerian community, even in the first and the second tenor. All we long, we organize it, we generate those money waiting on. Even though we have an independent, we celebrate our independence, in my first term of 2006, and the last year again we did it. We invited them, even the ambassador, the head of mission, they came, but all the money, the whole, everything generated, none. The support we have from embassy may be sometimes individual, but embassy as a whole, officially to support, no, never. Government, Nigerian
No,
government,
never.
no, never.
No,
Yeah.
never. Hope you guys heard it. He said Nigerian governments have never supported his office for the first time. And he also said that our embassy here have never supported his office. So, sir, so many things. So, sir, what do you think now? What do you think on that day of election? What are you expecting? Do you expect the normal process of voting, or do you expect any other ways? Do you think the election will hold very successfully, or do you think that opposition will start having issues? What are you expecting on that day, sir?
Actually, as I'm outgoing president, I don't necessarily need to put eye on the election, how he goes, because of I understand the rule. Also, a person who respects the leadership and the laws.
Okay.
Because of my wide knowledge in leadership in different capacities. So I'm very careful, not the way other people act. There are many people who also will come on that day, even try to fight that, even without their card, they will still want to get in. You know, there are people like that. You can't expect, but also we have a lot of arrangement to put things in order to make sure there will be no distraction on that day. There are some also guidance, you know, there are some guidance to make sure, but I don't think there will be a conflict or maybe a opposition or fighting issue or whatsoever. I don't think, because the way the electoral committee also, they are working too. I mean, connecting with what they are doing, following up what they make sure everything in line well. But they are the committee. They organize, we give them the mandate in the general house, and we select the people and which they are doing well. So, and everything about the election, once you follow it, and the constitution, we have adopted our constitution, so we have our constitution. So everything will based on constitution. So I don't think it's just like you are believing on this book. Maybe you say suddenly you have an issue, you just go to the book and go through it, and you collect yourself. You collect yourself. So that is it. I don't think there will be any issue. It will be the best, because we also want the best leaders who will carry on the responsibility, who love Nigerians, who will take care of them, not just to play politics with life of people or maybe climb on them to go where they are going. We need people who love the Nigerians, who are ready to serve these people, who are ready to sacrifice, who understand that it's a volunteer organization, and who understand that the Nigerians has problem and this problem need to attend. Who understand all this, they are more stronger than these people, and they are weaker. We need to collect them, to inform them. So people who can also leash where they are, people who can do what you could not be able to do better than us. So I need such a people, not people who will come and dismantle and they fight and divide at the end. There will be no come, even lose the legitimate legalization, the legality we have acquired and achieved. So all those things, we need people who will carry on from here. You see, you can now use the basis of Nigerian community now and say, okay, now let's go to the higher authority and the request for new thing based on the new development of in the host country. So we need those people who have a more idea based on the current issue and things that are coming up, who can see ahead. It's not people who always look at the past and hold on the past, who can see ahead and be creative. That's the people, we need them. So okay, that is why, and that's why we need people to come out.
Okay, sir. And I have this personal question for you, sir. You know, I'm into entertainment movement in this town. I organize shows. I organize both club shows, sir. And there is so many things I'm hearing about our entertainment in this country. So I would like to ask you this question, because you are very close to the embassy and you know so many things in embassy. So, sir, is there anything like money Nigeria government normally located to Nigeria embassy here to use to sponsor Nigeria entertainment here, like a festival? Is there anything like money they normally give every year? Because I'm hearing that comment every time. So I would like to ask you, is there anything like any money Nigeria government is locating to embassy here to use to make Nigeria entertainment here to become great?
Actually, embassy can't exist without the government sponsoring them.
Okay.
Without the government financing, the embassy they can't do well. If they lack money, which means they can't even take care of themselves. So there are different departments. If you come to embassy, there is a department for culture. There are departments for finance, politics, investment, welfare, defense. They are all departments, and the money goes to in all these departments. Now, sometimes there are issues relating with the student, or issue relating with maybe organizing Nigerian event or independent.
Festival, at least festival.
Yeah, festival,
festival is very,
independent,
very
whatsoever.
important
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Nigeria to be
festival.
organizing their
Independent, the
culture.
only thing, yeah, the main things the embassy or that independent, there are some entertainment, and based on how they organize it and based on who they invite. Now, in those areas, government, of course, provide money for them. But I can't say, I don't know how often. Listen.
Go ahead.
So in those areas, government support embassy in those areas. Education, culture, other welfare activities, defense, and even the salary of the local worker they may employ. So money come in and they go into this various department. But how often this money come in, I don't know. Maybe this year they provide it. Next year they will not.
Sir, please, who are we going to hold responsible in that area of entertainment in this country? Because I am very, very interested about that part. Because that is my area.
I did not.
Who am I
No,
going to hold
I did not say. Listen, I did not say that they provide money for entertainment. I said Nigerians, their cultural activities, depending on the program, official program, government provide resources, material, and the finance. But I don't know how often they do it. But in terms of Nigerians organizing entertainment, organizing and inviting the embassy to give them money, embassy can give you based on their goodwill. Embassy can give, not because government give the money for this purpose. No. I don't know how often they collect this money, but embassy can assist based on their goodwill.
Sir, please, in this, I have so many, I have friends all over the country. Like I have friends in Belgium, I have friends in France. They say that embassy normally give them money. Nigeria government normally give embassy money for any festival. If they do it once in a year to organize a festival in their country, wherever they are, to bring the whole Black and Nigeria together. So, sir, in this
I think it's a good idea. I think I wish what you said now, if you can work on it, I think you may be a new development. But in my best of knowledge, there is nothing, no official program or festival that used to happen once a year, except maybe Independence or whatsoever, that Nigeria embassy officially come out and sponsor it out. But if the students are having program, event, or what, they can approach the embassy and present their request. They can assist them either officially or independent or individual. Like I said before, Nigerian community embassy have never, in my leadership, first and second tenure, sponsor Nigerian community officially. Something say this is money from the embassy to community. No, but individually, like ambassador or maybe a department of immigration or whatsoever, individually they have said, okay, we assist on this thing, just support maybe $100, $200, or somebody died, maybe 500, 300, depends. So individual, but officially they have never. But with what you said now, I think it's a good idea. We can work on it. Why not? And present to the embassy.
If someone died, the embassy will give $300. If someone died,
I said no. I didn't say you will give. I said they have assisted. Okay, not if he died. Embassy have assisted.
A whole embassy.
No, I said they have assisted. I didn't say 300. Understand me. I said they have assisted individually, not officially. That embassy, yeah, individual. Now, somebody like ambassador can give maybe 500 to support the process. Maybe another officer support with the process with maybe $100, $200. Maybe sometimes they different ways, but individually they assist, not once. I have some assisted in different occasions, of which some of the officers too will bear witness, and some Nigerians also bear witness about it. But individually, not officially, as embassy.
Huh. So many things. So if there's anything I forget to ask you, sir, you would like to talk about, go ahead and talk about it because I'm running up with you, sir.
Oh, nothing actually. I just want to encourage Nigerians to, to come out, to encourage the people who are leading them, also trying to help to organize them, try to set a platform where they can come together, and also encourage their sub-regional organizations, and which will help to solve the present problems very fast. And also encourage Nigeria to come up so that they will have better information. Not like maybe you are with somebody who have never even attended any meeting, who have never only hearing a negative and also saying negative. Suddenly you fall into that location where this group or that person is. He can also pass the same information for you, to you. And when you have problem, instead of you to go where the problem will be solved, you will be murmuring somewhere, dying somewhere. Why your problem is not even what you thought. It's a simple thing that people can even solve. Just listen to it. There are many Nigerians who they pay off their bill in the hospital through sub-regional organizations. Edo people, Igbo community, not one, not two. There are many, 200 and something thousand, 300 and something thousand, heavy money. But because they come out, if they did not come out, they would have died. You see, it's very important. Now, in this process, there are some embassies too. We can call them and say, sir, we need this social document. And they approve it just because that is the way they can assist at that moment. You see, so most of the times when people don't come together, we will not know the problem. When you come together, we can now plan and present our case, because you can't just go and present individually. Just now, you have a team of maybe a group of people, you are working together at the head. Other person will be pursuing his own program. He pursuing his own under your umbrella, but he pursuing his own interests. How can you achieve a better result? You see, so we encourage Nigerians to come up and support those who also help to organize and those who are leading them. It will help to solve the problem. Nigerian community is a one and the mother umbrella. In different countries, there is a community, maybe zone 1, zone 2. We don't have it. We have one Nigerian community, legitimate and legalized in Russian government, in Russian Federation. Anywhere you are, any location, any region, any state you are, you can join. You don't need to pay money. And you can also join the community from your city. We have Nigerian community in St. Petersburg. We have Nigerian community in Rostov. We have Nigerian community in different parts of Russia, not all, but few. And we have Nigerian union. Some are union, they are union, like in Valona, it's Nigerian union. So most of them, their leaders, they are actively connected to us.
Okay. And
they don't expect that they will be perfect. So you, maybe you have problem, you quit, or you pull yourself away from them. No, you can't solve it. You must contribute. You must encourage them. You must help. Because most of them, sometimes they came to Russia to solve the problem of your people. It's very important to encourage them, to appreciate what they are doing, not to see only the negative side. But if you have a problem, approach them first. I encourage Nigeria, I said, approach the leaders first. If you are from Edo, you have a problem, approach your leader first. Let it be like you approach him or she did not pay attention, he did not listen to you. Then you can now come to the community, or the leader can even call us. Then when you approach, he did not listen, you can come to the central. They said, I have approached, but they did not solve it, or they did not listen to me, and they did not call us. Then we know why. But if you jump in and go to the embassy, say you want to do, like maybe you want to do the passport, or you want to do some document, or you want to travel, you need the legalization or authentication of document. Embassy sometimes, because of the experience they have, they will be doubting you. Like some people, they have document or authentication of a marriage certificate. Embassy is doubting them because they have had a lot of experience. They call them from immigration that this also person have a document and it's illegal document. How come? They say we don't know. They say, but your signature is there. You see now they have trapped the embassy. So most of the times when they are avoiding all those things, try to engage. But when they see somebody from the community speaking on behalf, you can say, okay, just because this person is concerned, let me just do it. Okay. They have a lot of people have achieved it that way. So it's very important. Okay, it's very, very important.
Okay, sir. Please, last question before you go. This question goes this way, sir. Many Nigerians travel all over the city to come to Sochi to see Mr. President, and they could not be able to see this Mr. President. So can you tell us what happened on that?
You see, like sometimes people don't know the capacity of this big organization, Nigerian community. Nigerian community, what they thought is it. It is maybe many years ago. The organization is there. It was established by a group of people, even when I haven't been to this country. But when we came in, we got it legalized and registered. Now, it's no more the same. It's recognized. We give account. As I'm talking to you now, we are giving account to the federal government of Russia every 3 months, to Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Justice, sorry, and the tax office. We pay tax. We give report every 3 months. If you don't give, they will delete you from the data. So anytime we approach the government, they will say, what is the name of your organization? What they usually ask us, what is the number, EN, identification number. If you call the number to them, they just place it in the system. You appear, say, oh, Nigerian community in Russia, Soobshestev and Ingriansky, Grazdan. You see, it's there. They know that this is a NGO. So now, this person, well, let me finish. I will come into that. Now, okay. This community, during the Sochi embassy, in our meeting, those who attended our meeting, ambassador made it clear that embassy don't have plan to pay and carry Nigerians, or whether few or many, to the Sochi. Government did not provide for these resources.
No, so many of them.
Now, listen, I'm coming now. I said, we send a message to all legions, organizers, and the leaders. Now, after I have applied under the Nigerian community is now a legal entity, and they invited us officially. Los Congress invited Nigerian community officially, not under the embassy, but under the Nigerian community in Russia. This is a great achievement. Okay. It's to show you that how come on now. They invited me as the president officially with a letter, and all the executive, anybody who want to attend, I said, you can apply under Nigerian community, apply for such. If you don't have it, you will not attend the program. They will not allow you. You can go to the city, but they will allow you in. And the many people did, and they achieve it. Many people ignore it. At the last minute, they want to do it. It's already late. Now, based on the Sochi, that is how sometimes people ignore what they have. They try to look for it far, but it's already with them. But they don't know what they have, the capacity of what they are into. So it's a big problem too. Our people always, sometimes they create by themselves. Now, in that Sochi, anybody that attended that praise, anybody, there is a time, the meeting with the president, they changed the time almost 5 times. Everybody that went there knew. In fact, even my fellow colleague, the NIDO president, he can't wait, he left. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Onyama Godfrey, he can't wait, he left. He said, oh, President, I'm leaving, I have an appointment in Nigeria. He left because the time have choked him. He have another appointment, he left. Now, many people left. So, few people who stay, the more they are changing the time, the more they are giving reasons why they need to squeeze it. But instead of us to lose it, I have to endure, because if I leave Sochi, there is a possibility they will not see the president. So what I have to stay, I changed my ticket 3 times. In fact, I canceled my ticket 3 times. Now, when we get in, there are people who have already got angry because of the changing and the delay and the leave. Okay. And suddenly, when the time to meet with president, few people came in. Other people who maybe they did not allow them because of one reason or the other. I don't know that person. If I know the person who is asking a question and who come from other city, they did not allow him. Maybe he did not endure to the end. Okay. He did not endure to. One thing is to endure to the end. Because even me, there are most of my colleagues who left. Even at the last minute, some even get angry and leave. Some even went to the, at that moment, that's when the security is okay, now we can come in. So it's not easy. I feel it too, but I have determined, because I have 3 things I need to present. As I said in the beginning, I said, I need to present this. Let them think of how they will send, even if 1 or 2 diplomats, to strengthen the work in the mission here, and about the BVM and national ID card, and the 10 years passport. So this is the major things. So when the other people have other issues they want to raise, even the student from other cities, but you see that the time they gave you, even ambassador could not be able to use the time they gave him. So instead of you to say no or fight with them, say no, we must present, and you lose everything, you have to adapt because they are the control. They are in control. Because in the social there, we are all there. And it's okay, let me see few people. He can decide. He's a president. But at the end, we finally achieve it. So anybody who did not have this privilege, either he lived, he did not endure to the end, or maybe there is another issue. Maybe based if I know the person, then I can know what to answer.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. This is the last question before you go. This is a comment from someone here. He said, "How do we become Nigeria ambassador in diaspora? And then how do we become Nigeria ambassador in diaspora?"
There are two categories of ambassador.
Okay.
You can be appointed by the president. They call them political ambassador. This is our current ambassador now is a political ambassador. In fact, that's why we even find things easier. Because the former one, the former head of mission, is not really ambassador, but is the head of mission. But it's almost in the same level.
Okay, sir.
The same level with the ambassador. So
the present one now was appointed by the president.
Yeah, by the president. It's a political ambassador.
Okay,
Yeah, he's appointed. Yeah, the former one in my first tenure is just a head of mission. It's not really an ambassador, but there are some ambassadors who are career ambassadors. They grow in the field of the foreign affairs in the ministry.
Okay.
So they can appoint by the minister. So those people, they under the minister, they are still ambassador. Now, the former one we faced a lot of issues which they couldn't be solved. There are some issues that couldn't be solved. In my last tenure, because of the category they belong, and that challenge we faced that time, at this period, most of this challenge we didn't experience it again, just because this is a political. What are the difference? The political ambassador can take some decisions on his own because he's sent by president. He didn't need to wait for the ministry. Even though the foreign mission is controlled by the minister of Foreign Affairs. But the political ambassador is appointed by the Senate and the president. Okay. So the career ambassador is sent by the minister. So when the career ambassador, he always do what the minister told him. What the minister told him. Because like the former one, when we are pursuing the passport machine, when he was commissioned and he got spoiled and they couldn't work again, and the people were beginning to worry about it, we followed the embassy. It was career head of mission then, under the ministry. He said he can't do anything because until the ministry give command. So we, the executive, we have to take a step and we connect to the minister himself, the Minister of Internal Affairs. We draft a letter and we get the contact, we call. And we achieve our result, of which I myself, I call him direct on his phone. I call the ministry. Even the ministry, they did not answer immediately. I call his line. Our executive will draft a letter. We come together, we draft a very serious letter on behalf of the community, and we send it to them. They receive it, we copy it to the embassy, copy it to the president and the minister. And the minister confirmed. When I come, he said, oh, he received our letter. Now he said he's working with immigration control to send their staff here. And that what brought the immigration permanent here, that move. But the embassy then, they are not happy with that move, and we became the enemy. We battled it for almost my first tenure for 2 years. That relationship, there is a battle. But we achieve it to help Nigeria, but they are not pleased with that move we made. Because they said they are dilated, I'm dilated to do, I'm dilated, So every time under the ministry, they say, I'm dilated. But a political ambassador, there are some decisions he takes because he's dilated from the president. So that is, if you have a political ambassador, you have more better opportunity, to express your needs and your feeling than when there is a career ambassador. So that is the difference. So any ambassador can come in. There are some missions they have two ambassadors, political and the career. There are some missions they have the first political and the career always deputy. There are some missions only career ambassador will be there. Okay. There are some missions only political ambassador will be there. So it depends on how they fix it. It depends, yeah.
Okay.
Depend.
Okay, sir. I don't have any more question for you. You know, this is a kind of advice. Which advice do you have to give the president, anyone you're going to hand over now as a Nigeria community president? Which advice are you going to give to him now, as we are rounding up now? Which advice are you going to give to the anyone you're going to hand over, and what is he going to do to achieve all his